Did you ask him where this was going to happen?
No, I did not.
Did you ask him who was going to do this?
No, sir, I did not.
You didn't say anything to him after he said this to you?
I agreed with him that it should be done.
Well, by Wednesday, wasn't kill the pig as droll as kill the umpire at a baseball game.
Next came one of the few occasions when Seal tacitly allowed a lawyer to cross-examine on his behalf.
Do you recall Bobby Seale, in his speech late Tuesday afternoon in Lincoln Park, specifically saying, kill the pigs?
I recall his making reference to killing the pigs, yes.
And do you recall that reference being made in this context? What I'm saying is that we have a right to defend ourselves as human beings. And if some pig comes up to us unjustly and treats us unjustly, then we have to bring our pieces out and start barbecuing some pork. Isn't that the context?
You said these words, barbecuing some pork. Well, that means killing the pigs, and that is how I reported it.
So you understand barbecuing that pork to mean the same thing as kill the pigs?
Most assuredly.
If he had called for the assassination of Mayor Daley, would you have made a note of it?
If I recalled it, I would.
You discussed Bobby Seale's speech with the FBI?
Yes, I believe I was asked about the Bobby Seale speech.
Did you mention Mayor Richard J. Daley by name to the agents?
I made reference to remarks made during convention week about that pig Daley.
I refer you now to your own report. I ask you to tell the jury whether there's any reference whatsoever to the assassination of either Mayor Daley or any public official.
May I read one sentence where I believe there is some reference made?
Well, sure, read anything.
The sentence is that there is no more time for jiving and having the pigs in Washington telling us what to do.
That's your understanding as responsive to my question.
I believe it is. You are asking if I recall any reference being made to the political leaders, and I believe this...
No, I am sorry. You misunderstood me. Any reference to the assassination or the killing of the political leaders, Mayor Daley or anyone else.
Well, we have to go down two more sentences. It is now our turn to kill and maim.
And he talks of killing and maiming political leaders.
My recollection is that he was calling for both.
And Bobby Seale uses the words to kill and to maim?
His speech had the words barbecuing pork, which in my interpretation means killing the pigs.
On Wednesday, you had a meeting with Jerry Rubin in Grant Park. There was a flag-lowering incident.
Yes.
Will you describe to the jury the purpose of that rally in the park?
I don't know.
Did you hear any speakers mention the war, the Vietnam War, in passing?
Yes, sir. I believe I did hear mention made the Vietnam War.
When the American flag started to come down, did certain police officers move into the flagpole area?
Yes, sir, they did.
And at the point when the police began placing the individuals taking down the flag under arrest, what was the reaction of the crowd in the immediate vicinity?
There were objects thrown at the police.
At this point, Jerry Rubin was watching with you?
Yes, sir.
Was he saying anything?
He was saying things. I forget what.
Was he throwing anything?
No, he was not.
Did you then see the demonstrators' own marshals form a human line between the crowd and the police?
Yes, sir. I believe they did.
And did the police then move into the crowd?
Yes.
And did they begin to use their nightsticks?
Yes, sir. I believe they did.
Striking the people in front of them?
Yes, sir.
Did you see anyone get hit on the head?
I saw clubs swung at people's heads.
They were swinging their clubs over their heads.
Yes, sir.
Down on the demonstrators.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it a fact, Officer Pearson, that the police charged into the crowd after the marshals had formed their human line The demonstrators had receded and quiet was restored.
No, sir, I do not recall it happening that way.
Isn't it a fact, Officer Pearson, that your mission failed?
Objection. Court, please.
I sustain the objection.
Wasn't it part of your mission to compromise the demonstrators by getting them into a position with the police whereby they would be committing criminal acts?
No, sir, it was not.